Entrepreneurship is huge for our rural areas.
Basically, Nebraska is entrepreneur.
Small businesses are really the lifeblood of the rural towns.
Well, most of the jobs in the most rural parts of Nebraska come from small entrepreneurship. It's people creating their own job by starting a small business. Rural people are entrepreneurial. People who live in rural Nebraska to a great extent grew up in families that were entrepreneurial. They're hardworking folks who know how to take initiative, who typically are well educated. And so we have the resources in rural Nebraska, entrepreneurial people with the background they need to make entrepreneurship work. And it is the one strategy that has consistently worked.
Well, this restaurant has been here since 1992. Our specialty is Mexican food, and the main dish it's the fajitas. We got beef, chicken, pork, and shrimp fajitas. We do enchiladas, burritos, tacos, but also we got like hamburgers, we got steaks, we got seafood, and our food is good. It's great food. I always eat here, even if after 13 years being around, every day eat here, and it don't get tired. I mean, and if I don't want rice and beans today, I can have salad, fries, or other vegetables. So we got a big menu. So there is a lot to pick. There is no way that you can live and say I don't find something for me. I think that's the key. Also, in our service, all our servers are really good. Our staff have been with us since I've been working, so we got a really good people, and that makes a big difference.
Good people in this state. Great place to do business.
We have the best people.
People here are honest, they're hardworking, they work with you. Most times when people enter into a retail environment, they're looking at one specific thing. Generally it's price point. Let's just go in there and grab it and go on the way. There's no chance to really befriend them and have a relationship there. I do not find that to be the case here in this state with the business owners that I'm familiar with. The customer comes in and you have the opportunity there to build a friendship.
And a lot of it is because of the networks that you can build. The networks on the statewide level that are above and beyond what you would expect.
Small businesses are a key part of all of our industry base in the state of Nebraska. They create a lot of jobs, they provide investment, and they're especially important in our rural communities because they offer people choices that maybe they can't find. In some of those rural communities, they offer new alternatives for creating their own lifestyle to give people choices, and they also let people find something they're very passionate about. And you don't always find that when you're working for corporate America. And so small business gives people something to really be passionate about, something they can call their own, and really becomes part of their blood.
I was never, ever in the photography business. I'm in the memory business. And I've never forgot that. From the days I first started doing camera repairs, I always was taught, make sure that camera works because you never know when that's the last time those pictures will be taken. And so I've taken that very seriously. So when people come to the counter with that frustration, I would do my best to help them at the counter figure it out. And over time, I was finding that there was enough time being spent at the counter that maybe I should look a little further. And my wife basically woke me up and said, hey, Alan, you always wanted to be a full-time dad, full-time husband? Let's shift gears. Got to check, make sure the soldering is good on it. Do you see the solder points? Okay, how about on the black connector? Is it okay? Mm-hmm. Good solder points? So we did that 7 years ago, and I started my business out of my home. So actually I had quite an advantage because I already knew what the quantity of repairs were coming in. It wasn't like I was going at it cold turkey, and it's blossomed to the point where it's at right now. We had just moved to this new location here in Kearney, and basically the mindset was the business we had pushed us out of the house. We were tired of sitting in front of the TV Indian style because we had no room on the kitchen table. So we decided we would branch out and expand, plus I needed help. I was finding I wasn't getting as much work done as I needed because of answering the phones, emails, walk-in clients. I just needed time at the bench. So in moving over here to this new location, I wanted it to afford me the opportunity of having an employee to help me out. It also would expand our hours that were open, because on top of that, I also teach classes on how to operate your camera throughout the state, and it gave me a ton of credibility. In the process of doing that, I was very fortunate that we were in the digital age. People were in the email, and as part of the roster, I would get people's emails. So using that as marketing as far as word of mouth through teaching the classes has been extremely handy. I see myself in the future of having a franchise of camera stores, hence the name Nebraska Camera. I just see this as an opportunity to help a lot of other people grow in whatever dreams that they have, and also help out Nebraska as a whole. Nebraska Camera, I could see several stores being opened up in the not too distant future.
I am a huge believer that we have to grow our own.
Let's just grow what we have and continue to thrive and be the best that we can be.
Success breeds success. We think starting with the entrepreneurs is the best place to start in terms of hopefully seeing growth in those towns.
But if we grow our own, those are people that have a vested interest in our community. They're people that are there because they want to be there. That's maybe where they were raised, that's the environment they want to raise their children. And so growing our own businesses, that's our best opportunity to